Hey guys, it's Starbow here. It's Mutalisk time! Alright, so first thing first, gonna show off the dodging mechanic. So, this is the simplest solution I could do. Works pretty well. Pretty narrowed. If I'm too close to the muta while trying to dodge, it's not gonna work. Like that. So you can actually hunt down opponents. And then, if you notice, the Mutalisk has a new ability. It's called Cluster Formation. Probably too heavy in text. I'm not a tooltip guy. But by default, you try to stack them, and they end up being this sort of spread. They're still pretty clumped. Like, so Archons and Radiate is still good against them. Against that, you have to like kind of manual split and then use Magic Box to make them more effective. So, I mean, control's there, but I mean, Irradiate and Vikings aren't going to be useless versus default mutas. So, you hit C, bam! Oh, there's something new here. Spread formation. So they're actually called Cluster Mutalisks right now. So what you do is, you stack them. Lo and behold, they stay stacked. So, of course, Irradiate and Archon shots and Corsair hits are going to be devastating against them. So, I mean, you got to use it wisely. And the actual mechanics of this, you can easily switch back and forth, but you can't do it while moving. Like, if you notice, I hit C and then kept moving. You got to actually let them stop, then do it. Then you can do it. So it's not like a free during flight formation. You're able to do this. You got to stop and wait. So, spread formation, there we go. I mean, so if you get irradiated while in this mode, oh, there we go. While in this mode, and you get irradiated, you can either be like the most amazing splits ever that it ever graced, it gets a little crazy, so hit the button, your mutas will stop flying, and then you can get out the irradiated dude. So it has its risk. Oh, my bad. Okay. So, I mean, of course you're able to control more than just 11 Mutalisks, well, stacked. So, Radiate. Pretty good. Okay, so we've got some clumped mutas. Let's actually just get, like, yes, 13. Perfect. Like, that's always how many mutas I end up with. I don't know why. So, here's a Muta Micro. Here's just hitting the stop button. And you can easily, pretty simple micro, I mean, pretty self-explanatory, just pull back as soon as your dude's hitting. Of course, with an actual player, this would be more difficult. So, there's your Muta Micro. And, if one of your mutas is taking too much damage, because he's like, if you look, you actually do have like a formation here. If this top left Mutalisks over here are taking too much damage, you can click under them again, and that'll make them kind of spread out in a random formation. So you kind of shuffle your mutas around, so they don't just like get automatically targeted fired by Marines, who, by the way, automatically target fire the weakest unit in range. So, good stuff. Yay, Muta Micro. Hopefully we'll see this build actually being used for catching muta, stuff like that. It's quite a bit easier than the Brood War version. But, I mean, it's not like the Brood War version is terribly hard. And it's also pretty intuitive. So, this is SC2, what I've got for the SC2 system and how it's going to work. Hopefully it all works out well, but pretty easy to use. That's the whole position micro. I don't think there's an actual difference between the two. You can even, if you shift-click a Marine and then move back, they'll immediately start running away. So if you have latency issues, then you can actually Muta Micro. I think manually pulling them back is faster. manually pulling back is faster, I think. Pretty sure, yeah, it looks faster. But it's a viable method, which is nice. Ah, I got irradiated, hit the V key. Yay. Okay. Next up. It's Scourge time. Oh god, no it's not. It's gonna be Corsair time. Alright, so with an inferior Corsair fleet versus a superior Muta fleet, you want to just go perpendicular to the shots. And you gotta be careful. The longer you stand still, the harder you'll get hit. If you're even trickier, you can target fire the middle. And the more you shoot, the more you kind of get slowed down, so you gotta be careful. And also, you don't want to be too close to them. And if they're trying to chase you down, you just gotta run like completely away from them. So, quite a bit of variety in this, especially if they try chasing you down. You can, like, you know, run me out of cannon or just keep running, kind of like that, away from their shots. Ooh. Yeah. Obviously, this is buying you time, is what it's doing. It's just not, you're not losing your entire Corsair fleet, you're buying time for more Corsairs to get out. Until you can have air control and force them away to run away. So, good stuff. And here's now like a Muta versus Muta engagement. This could be really cool, player versus player. Same thing. Ooh. So I mean, the closer you are, the more accurate your shot is. You can like let him shoot all his volleys, and then you shoot. So let's try this with a weakened Mutaforce versus a superior Mutaforce. Let's get them all pumped up. Shots there. But if you're at just the right range, you can just kind of fire your shots, no problem. Ah, I think my Muta's too weak. Time it right, you'll just dodge all their shots and then you can return fire. And as long as you're not dodging as well, you'll hit them. I actually won. I thought I was going to lose. Of course, they can chase you, you can run away different ways and juke them, all sorts of good stuff. Okay. Last up is Scourge. So, they have a really short attack range. Ooh, they're... Ah. So you can juke them, so ideally you want to be relatively close to them. And then... Oh! Screwing us up! It's not easy. Okay. So the deal is, you can turn corners sharper than them. And that will basically be how you're able to, oh, see, it's not easy. Dang. So it's tricky. That was actually the worst I've done at that. So I thought I had like a really good value that you can do it reliably enough, but I guess I gotta practice. So that's the current implementation of all these mechanics. Right now, you can actually dodge with like vultures and speedlings versus a Mutalisk shot, so he'll kind of like miss on the ground. But of course, you can try to chase them down. These two units are really much faster than Mutas, anyways. So, I mean, they could actually dodge them brutal, but I mean, obviously Mutas are better at it because they fly in the air. So we're going to keep that for now, unless it becomes like a problem for some units. And I can like make it only able to dodge for air units. So that's what I have. That's what's going in the current patch. Bit of unit speed tweaks, like Mutalisks are a little bit faster, Corsairs are faster, Scourge are a little bit faster to match their Brood War compared to BW speeds. So hopefully we see some 3-hatch mutas, man. I'm excited. I'll see you guys next time.